Hey guys,
I'm Jerry.
I'm Ciara.
We're ladies.
And we tangent.
Okay.
No, not yet.
I can't tell everybody that we got new mic stands?
Not yet. Hold on. Now we're good.
What's up, everyone?
Oh my God, what's up, everyone?
Hello. We got new mic stands.
Yeah, we did.
So sorry to everyone who's going to be like, nope, hate it. Ciara and I felt the exact same way. Honestly,
we did hate it.
I have a video of us where we sat down and we were like, nope. And then we stared at each other and we were like, all right, it's not so bad.
It's not terrible.
So bad.
Here's the problem. In our new office that we have, our stands here where they were
in front of us,
where our floor is not level. And so they were just like wiggly woggly all the time. They would fall. They would knock Jerry in the noggin. It was just...
They would. And they were like in front of us, which you guys know. And so it was difficult to get in and out of the couch that way.
A little bit in the way.
When I would be editing, I would just hear us knocking into them all the time. And so we wanted to find something that we didn't have to fiddle with constantly.
Hopefully you don't hear us as much.
And hopefully you're not visually triggered by them if you are watching online. Because
if you are, here's a fun thing that I thought. It looks like a little monster with its hands out,
creeping behind
the mics.
Yeah.
So just try to picture that. It's fun.
Yeah, imagine that our friend Lucy behind the couch has grown arms, and now she's holding the mics for us.
So true. Thanks, Lucy. That's my cat's name, and she is the devil. Mm-hmm. Merry Christmas.
I would almost bet money that that's somebody who knows us.
Well, I hate them.
I know. Whoever you are, if that is you, we hate you.
Anyways, Lucy is my cat, and she's really sweet. You got me a gift, you bitch.
I did get you a gift.
I tried to get you a gift and I didn't succeed.
It's okay.
I'm
been
a bad
excited.
Gift giver.
And what's funny is we go to the same restaurant like every time we go to eat. And the two servers who we have most frequently, they know what this is. I showed them and they can't wait. So I wish I would have remembered before we came here.
So I can put it on or what? Am I going to be able to? Oh my God. What is it? Oh my God. Wait, you have it on. What is it? Princess. It's just you.
Don't worry. Because I have you.
Why am I? Wait! You're the princess.
What?
This is mine. It is all Jerry. It's so good. Those are really good pictures.
You guys know those shirts? What are they called?
I gotta put mine on. I wore my fart poncho.
I know.
Here's the thing. I've told you all. I've been watching my stream. Pixarella. Go watch her. She's on TikTok. She's on YouTube. She's freaking great. She does have a stream and it's a Shrek thing, and she's got merch that says "Meet me at the fart pond." I did have that on instead. But now I'm sorry. I do have to put this on.
We were here earlier and it was really fucking hot in here.
I gotta take this off.
I was like, I have to take my sweatshirt off. I'm dying. But I couldn't take it off because I couldn't have you know what I was wearing.
You gotta pull it out because it's fucking my face up. There you go. I'm pretty girl.
What's hysterical is this is printed on the back.
What?
I don't know why. But when I got it in the mail, I lifted it up and I was like, what the fuck? There's nothing on here. And then I see a sticker that says back print only. And I'm like, what? Why?
What?
Back shots only for Cece, I guess. I don't know.
And that's what they called me in the college if I went to it. They called me backshot
Old backshot Cece. Yeah, I got Queen Cece.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That's really good. And then yours just is not even your name. It just says which I find face all over.
So funny. I don't know why.
Honestly, might be the funniest thing I've ever seen. I am going to change that. So here's the deal. We were going to say our ho stories, and we still are. So I did wear my, there's some hoes in this house.
But I also feel like these go well with it as well.
I agree.
Because
that's why I'm going to change.
What's it called? It's like, it's not
Slutty?
No, it's not mixtape. There's a specific kind of shirt that is like trendy to like, oh, get your boyfriend this shirt.
Yes.
And
Yes,
it's this
I know
style
what you
shirt
mean.
where there's like, it's supposed to be like 5 baddie pictures of you with your name or whatever across the top.
The one that is staring at me is me with the, ooh.
I know, so effing sorry. I tried to do the same photos, but I had to give them,
Oh, shit.
I think I sent them 10 photos of each of us
Yeah.
and told them like, do your best.
Yeah.
And this is what their best was.
That's funny.
Except on the back. So there's nothing on the front. That's why I had to flip this shirt around.
That's really funny. It's a really good shirt. Pause. I'm going to go put my shirt on. Because I was already feeling hot. Hell yeah.
Bootleg.
Oh.
I'm just imagining you turning around with my face on your chest that says princess. It fits you really well. It's really cute.
I'm gonna wear it a lot.
That color's really pretty too.
Yeah, this might be my new favorite shirt.
I customized all the colors. I picked the font.
I can't wait to wear this with no context, just out. Because you know I will.
Yeah.
That's
Part
good.
of me feels like
I love that my center one and yours is me licking a lollipop like seductively.
so seductive. And then this one down here, you're like, you're like twerking.
I am twerking.
Yeah.
That's good.
What's so fucking funny to me is I think of myself as princess because I wouldn't call and make my own nail appointment. And so it feels like you're like, do you want me to do it for you? And
I
I'm
am
like,
the queen.
Yeah, do that. Do that,
So
please.
true.
When we order sushi, I know that I give like
you would think that she was in charge, and a lot of times you are, but
With,
there
like,
are
travel and
certain
stuff.
with travel for sure.
With adult things, I think I take the lead. But
Yeah,
with like
in just normal day-to-day things,
Person
I take the lead.
Yes, you do.
Very confusing.
And so that's why also
like it.
I took a photo. I almost told you this at dinner, but you didn't know about the shirt yet, so I couldn't.
Yeah.
But I took a photo, an up close one. I said because my hair in the one is incredibly triggering to me because there is a landing strip. Yep. my part in my hair, because my hair starts out blonde and then gets darker.
Yes.
My my part
Very
looks
aggressive.
half an inch wide. Because the the beginning of my hair looks like the same color as my skin. It looks like someone went mowed the lawn down my fucking head. So anyway, that's all I can see when I look at that.
I like that. Well, don't look at
No, it's okay. I don't care because like what I want people to know is it's finally happened.
Yeah.
What
did you do?
I cut my hair to a point where there's no saving it.
What?
There's no saving it. Now, I did.
Is that why you had not Jerry? You're Jerry.
I am Jerry.
Randy help you?
Yes, I cut my hair
You
to
did it
which
again.
no, I didn't cut it again. I was just like, I hate this.
Mm.
It's so heavy. I was like, maybe I just need it like take some of the
Thin
bulk
down.
out. And so
What's that like? To have just so much that you don't know what to do with it. And from a thin-haired girly who's like
Well, I'll tell
basically
ya.
bald.
I don't know.
Oh.
Because now Randy's like, Jerry, your hair is so uneven. There are holes places. And if I try to like do this how it's supposed to be done, I have to take a lot of your hair. So it is short.
Oh, no.
And it is, I mean, she did her absolute best and it looks as good as could be considered after a toddler took scissors to it. Adult toddler, me.
You and Shane.
No, Shane did fine.
He did good when he did his?
He
It
did.
was you?
I fucked it up after.
Oh.
Because you know what I did?
No, tell me.
This is how manic I was.
Okay.
I styled my hair and then cut it. It was like something wasn't laying how I wanted it, and then I cut it.
Oh my God.
Multiple times.
Jerry.
I did that a lot. I did it like I would do my
Every time
hair
you styled it.
every single time. Every single time.
You just cut a little more
Yep.
off.
I go, Randy, this side feels a little bit heavier than this. And she goes, Jerry, if I fix it, there's a very obvious hole underneath there. For some reason, your top layer was longer than all the rest of your hair. I had to put more layers in to hide a lot of what you did. And I was like, oh. So now
Scary.
I once was at a place where I looked at myself and I was like,
at first I was afraid.
I know. This is the hair I've always dreamed of and that I've been fighting to get back for a decade, and now I'm back at square one.
Well, we'll get there.
Was a lesson learned? No. No, it wasn't.
But tears were shed.
I almost shaved my head today.
I've almost shaved my head in the past week.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought the bangs would help. And they do, in a way.
Not the bangs.
Not the bangs.
I like how, I know you got your hair done today,
mm-hmm.
but did she do your bangs?
No, she texturized them.
I love them.
Yeah, I really like the way that they're laying.
Yes,
I didn't have them trimmed at all. I just had them.
No, I like the length. I like everything.
They're growing.
Yes.
They don't bother me. My bangs are great.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have a lot of hair. And ever since postpartum, Cece, I have been losing it. And like the other day, I combed through in the shower to like get my hair mask treatment through. And when I pulled my hands away, I had thick amounts of hair in my hands.
I will say, look at this.
Here's the thing. I did start taking vitamin D and iron again because I know I'm deficient in both those vitamins. Oh, shit, girl.
It's gone.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's what Sawyer always says. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's really cute.
Shut up.
It is.
No.
I mean, it's going to grow. Your hair grows.
It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
Well, that's because you keep cutting it.
That's true.
It does grow fast if you stop fucking with it.
But I'm going to shave
Don't
it.
Do it. Will you quit?
I want to hurt myself.
Don't do it. You're going to be good.
Okay.
Here's a fun story. Do you want a fun story?
I was going to tell you that you were talking about your hair coming out. This is not sponsored. We have been sponsored in the past. But me saying this is not sponsored. I still will use
Whey.
Vegamore.
Oh, both of them are good.
And
I
so,
use the Whey just every once in a while because it's that detox shampoo.
Yeah.
But the Vegamore, yeah.
I do the hair serum, and like I've noticed significantly.
You want to know what else I've been using?
That I
Not
don't
sponsored,
lose hair.
but we have been sponsored. Is the Pros vitamins I've been taking again, and I've had to take vitamin D and iron, which I said because I'm deficient in both. But I've also been taking both of my Pros vitamins that I got like prescribed because I know that my scalp isn't healthy, and I'm trying, but it is like jarring when I lose as much hair as I do on the daily. Like,
right?
What? Where is it going? I feel like I don't have that much.
I feel like your hair is fine, like texture, like fine.
Yeah,
you have fine
I do.
hair, but it's like I don't think it's thin.
They tell me I have thick hair. The problem is it like breaks off. I have a lot of breakage, which is weird because I don't really use heat that often.
Broken.
I'm so I'm broken as much on the outside as I am on the inside.
Great.
Yeah, it's just confusing. Hair is annoying, and I've always hated hair. I think genetically, I just got bad hair genes because if you look at the women with hair in my family, I know it's hard to look at yourself on my shirt when you're talking to me.
I know. I'm looking at myself on your shirt and being like, I cut my hair there. I cut my hair there. I cut my hair there. Like I'm looking at all of the times I fucking went at myself.
It's weird that I'm looking at mine and I'm like, look at when you had long hair, baby. Look at those beautiful long hair moments and you chop that shit off.
Well, this was extensions.
Those were fake. Yeah. But that one?
Yeah. This one right here.
Beautiful. But I hated it then. Isn't it weird?
Yep. Isn't it ironic?
How we hate ourselves all the time, no matter what.
For sure.
Corey was like, you should talk to someone about that. I was like, he's like, I think you have some kind of dysmorphia because you see in the mirror what I don't see. And I was like, oh.
Well, that's because you like me.
Yeah, and I hate me.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he means. He's like, you're seeing something different than what the world sees
what
of
makes what makes him think that he sees the real thing?
Well, you think I'm ugly as fuck?
I hate you too. No. No.
Hey, bitch. No, he's just saying like.
No, I don't look at you like Corey looks at you.
You sexually?
I've never once asked you to do anything of the sort.
You want to suck my peep about it. That was an inside joke, not between me and Jerry, so don't worry about that. But
swear to God, suck my peep is not an inside joke between Ciara and I. However, I don't know that it's better that it's an inside joke between her and her husband.
It is. I love that, man. No, sometimes I'll just pick things out and I'll be like, this is the problem. And he's like, you are not seeing what I'm seeing. And I'm like, that's fine.
There's so many problems I could pick out.
Me?
No, me.
I was like, bitch, that is bold.
No.
I'm right here.
No, me.
Okay, yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. And I do. I sit in a mirror and I pick them out. And you can sit there and tell me that I'm wrong for that. And you're going to yell at me online. And guess what that's going to do? Not fix me. I promise you that.
It'll give me more things to hate myself about.
Yeah. So don't do that. I know that it's wrong. I am working on fixing it. My husband is trying to be better about telling me I'm wrong when I say them. So also don't say that he's wrong. All right. Anyways, moving along before people start yelling. I don't know. I just feel like anytime we get vulnerable like that, people are like, you know what I want to do is pick that apart.
Yeah.
For my own
sense of self. I mean, that's, if I'm speaking about how I'm feeling mentally towards myself and where I'm struggling, a lot of times I know that people think it's like, oh, you're making light of it or you're glorifying that kind of lifestyle, like self-hatred almost, or like
I hate that. I hate feel
what's it called? I don't know why I'm waving at you like you're a toddler.
Hi.
What's it called? What's it called when you are talking negatively about yourself? Deprecating.
Oh, yeah, because we got that one guy on fucking YouTube one time who was like, you guys are loving how much you're self-deprecating. And blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but like, it's easier because what I'm saying is true. And this is what I said to Shane. I go, what I say, when I say it, I mean it. I may not mean it forever, but when I say it, I meant it then.
Yeah.
And
if I'm saying it in a jokey way,
it's because I don't want you to be concerned.
I don't want you to feel sad about
because
me.
I know you should be concerned.
I know.
And I don't want to have to. It's weird. I don't know if anyone else does this, but it's almost like I want you to know that I need help without me appearing helpless.
Yes.
But also, I don't want any help.
Yeah. No,
I don't know what that is.
I'm good. I got it.
I'm good. Not being good.
But just know that I know that I'm not good.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Sometimes I think it's nice to know that other people have that complexity, because we can beat ourselves up and we can second guess whether we're allowed to have these feelings or whether way that we present them is allowed or acceptable.
About the pendulum so much where it's like you either have to be what we were in the 90s, which was like, everyone hate yourself or else. Yeah, but you remember how the media was in the 80s and 90s.
Bad.
It was like,
you not the 80s. We were not allowed.
We were
not allowed in the 80s.
No, but it definitely carried on through our
for sure.
Parents.
For sure.
Maternally.
Maternity.
Us in the 90s. Where it was like, hey, you know what is wrong with you? Pretty much everything. You should hate yourself about it.
Yep.
And then also pay all of this money to get these books that'll tell you how to fix it. They're not going to. They're just going to make you have an eating disorder. Okay, great. Goodbye. And then we've turned into like almost the flip flop, which is like, love yourself or else. And it's like, wait, hold on. I haven't had time to catch up yet.
Yeah.
I kind of still hate myself. Can I please?
Hey, sir, can I hate myself a little bit, please?
Can I have a little bit of self-deprecation, please?
Have a little bit of self-hatred, please. Can I cry about it, please?
Can I? Hey. That doesn't mean that I don't know that I'm a bad bitch. I am a bad bitch.
Look at her. Look at she's Queen Cece.
Okay, but there is a way that you're sitting that is making my cheeks look huge. In those
you want to see her dance?
Look at her go. Okay, there we go. When I'm puffed out, I look better. When you have me sunken in, it makes my cheeks just look really big.
I think it's just the angle, because every time I look down, I don't see it.
Cheeks are on your tits.
My cheeks are on your tits. My cheeks are on your tits.
Anyways, this has been a
lot.
But
that was really fast, too.
Sorry. All of that to say,
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Jingle bells. Oh, Santa Sleigh's a little muddy this year.
You're throwing drinks. Did I do it one time?
He is risen or whatever they say about Santa. Not there yet.
Oh, wait. My favorite fucking thing is
throw my drink all around tonight.
when people are like writing posts like they're married and they're like, hey, I just had a baby in a barn unmedicated. Thank you so much for this perfume and the drum solo.
And the myrrh.
Yeah. A baby really needs gold and frankincense. And a drum solo. Can I get a drum solo?
And you can. And you know who did? Me. Last night. Moving along, I will take you right into my...
What a segue.
I went to my child's 6th grade band concert. I was fully prepared to fucking hate that shit.
Yeah.
As someone, don't yell at me yet. As someone who has been in 6th grade band themselves.
Yes.
They were phenomenal. They were incredible. As far as 6th grade band playing hot cross buns goes, they were very good. You fucking thought. Hold on, bitch.
I'm not gonna lie, that first note I hit sounded very much like a what's that horn they play? What's the horn they send every 4th grader home with?
Trumpet?
No. What? How many 4th graders do you see coming home with trumpets?
A flugel? But that's not a horn.
What is it?
That's a woodwind.
What is it?
That is a recorder.
Okay, I kept thinking clarinet and I knew that was wrong.
Well, clarinet's also woodwind. It's not a horn. You idiot. Sorry.
Thank you for showing us that man coughing.
It was my mother. Listen how good hot cross buns is. Hold on. I will say some of them fucked up. It was the trombones, not the trumpets. The trumpets did incredible. Now,
is that what Noah plays?
Yeah, of course it is. This was the whole band. Hold on. You're going to listen.
Did they play anything other than hot cross buns?
Yeah, they played Jingle Bells.
Okay.
Don't you fucking...
Hey!
Okay.
What?
Copywritten by the 6th grade band. Anyways, as we're all listening, right? They do the band first. I'm like, yeah! It's fucking incredible. Honestly, I've never heard a better band.
Okay.
Because my band in my era.
You know, is love also deaf?
You weren't there.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So
that's not as accurate.
The magic in the room. Okay. But what was in the room with us was a live animal.
A camel?
No. You would think.
A donkey?
No.
He's with the trumpets.
No. As we, and I'm not performing.
Ciara's in the band all of a sudden.
No, the band is done. Now the choir is going to start.
Okay.
And they're doing such a good job. And there's this little girl. She gets up there and she is bilingual. And so she starts speaking in Spanish and saying they're going to sing a Spanish song. And
I love that.
She taught the class the Spanish because the teacher was like,
Were you crying?
I literally cried. Okay.
Of course.
Because the teacher was like, you don't want to hear my Spanish. She's like, so I got up there and I taught the class and this is our song. And they were phenomenal with the Spanish song. I mean, it was Spanglish. So they had some English in the song.
Okay.
Mixed with Spanish. So as they're going.
Sorry, I can't. You say Spanglish.
You think Spanglish is funny? called Spanglish. That's what it
That
is.
doesn't mean that it's okay.
It is. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. People get mad at us all the time.
Literally just mixing two languages. What the fuck?
I just didn't expect that to be what you said.
Okay, listen. As they're singing, I'm crying. I hear Mary. No, in the balcony. And I look up and there is a fucking bat in the theater, in the auditorium, which is very small and closed in.
Yeah.
And so it is just going around. And these fucking 6th graders don't miss a beat. People are screaming like this. And you hear Feliz Navidad or whatever. Like they were fucking,
We want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
they were not missing a beat as people are screaming bloody murder. And then the band kids are like, putting their fucking,
Well, they could have sucked that bat right into a tuba.
you would think, but they weren't brave enough. That's what I know about the band kids. No, the bat didn't come down. We were towards the floor, but the balcony people definitely got intimate with that bat because it was on their level. Anyways, so for the entire time, it just flew. And the fucking choir didn't miss a beat. I have never seen children so ready to perform. Like, not about to let a bat ruin their night.
Hey, and that's what I know about public school.
It was incredible.
Is they got critters up in there and the kids aren't phased.
Then we leave, right?
Uh-huh.
We go and meet up with Noah afterwards. I'm like, you did an amazing job. What the? That was crazy with the bat. And he was like, that bat just kind of is here. He's been terrorizing the girls' bathroom. What? That's not even the first time that bat's been in the school.
They're for sure, because you know that there's a history of bats being in our school.
What?
I remember.
Why?
I don't know.
So I don't know if it's the same bat, but there have definitely been
Well, how
bats
long-
in the girls' bathroom.
How long do bats live?
Great question. Bats? Listen, could you let us know?
everyone-
Sign off in the comments.
Welcome the
bats.
um,
Hey, if they're here from our Patreon episode,
that,
you want to
they
fuck
could
about
be-
it?
You do, baby.
Fuck about it, bud.
No, but I remember being at a basketball game and people were freaking
Yes.
out during the national anthem because they were staring at the flag and a bat got caught behind it, and it was just like
They freak
and they're
out.
like, "Whoa, wave!" And they're like, "Wow, look at that, the flag on command."
No, it's just a bat that's stuck in there.
Yeah,
I didn't know we had a history of that shit.
but
They gotta
you know,
figure out the bat problems.
they really do, and like you gotta be careful with bats because, like, honestly,
well, that's what I said I'm not trying to get fucking rabies.
Well, not even that. They're
Guano?
scared. They just want to get. They just.
It's like bat shit, or what are we talking about?
Oh, they just want to get out. They're very scared. They're
They
very
were.
skittish.
You could tell that he was freaking out because
Yeah.
when they dimmed the lights, that's when he came out. He was
Yeah.
shining.
Well, yeah.
And then they turned the lights back on, and the bat was like, "What the fuck am I doing in here?"
I was just looking for some blood.
That's when it started flying into the balcony, and people screeched about it. Very funny.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Here's one thing I will tell you before we dive into these. Speaking of the fart pond that I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
I have been watching more of the streams, and I think I found out what my thing is because
Kink?
not kink. Well, I already knew that, bitch.
What's your kink?
What is it?
I don't think is wax involved.
Well, I do like that, but I'm a little submissive.
Oh, okay.
I like to
Oh,
be told what to do. a little bit.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the other way around. It has to be one or the other. The
I
extreme.
want to fuck you, or I want you to yell at me.
That part. Yeah. But I've been watching Pixarella's streams,
Okay.
and she is in school for creative writing. Makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Because she
Storytelling.
is very good at storytelling. So she, every time I go in there thinking I know what's going to happen in the stream, she's like, guess what? This new storyline popped up. And then she has a background for every character, like
Yes.
in detail, to where I'm like, I think I love these people.
Well-
and they are Sims, but I have feelings
It's because of the
towards
lore.
them.
When you put
lore.
that much effort into it, that's why I like Plumbella. Plumbella likes to go into the lore of stuff.
That's what she does.
This is me saying, Plumbella, what's up? If you could bring back your merch that said "Whore for Lore," I really, really want one.
Yeah, that's what she's got the lore, and it helps too that
she's got the lore.
She uses, like she had Fiona go back to her parents' house because obviously Shrek has his new 3 wives. It's a real big thing. He married
naturally
Rapunzel, Sleeping Beauty, and Snow White. Had babies with all of them, little Shrek babies. That's where we got the ones who were. I talked about that before. But then Fiona came back from the dead. I know. But she came back as a human, not as a ogre.
Oh.
So she went to go live with her family far, far away. And when she got there, she has been having all of these parties. And there's like Prince Adam, Prince the fucking Beast, whoever he is, which he's always got.
A name?
I don't know, but he's always got them dogs out. I don't like that about him. Even in his human form. I'm like, put your fucking toes away.
Yeah.
He gives me the ick a little bit. He does have a name. Is his Adam?
I feel like he's
Adam. What's the one that she's talking to now? Is Prince
Mark?
It is a normal Prince
Marco. I don't know.
No, but it's something. He's Adam, I think. He's an A word, and I'll tell you that, and I know that for sure. But then she has like Shang from Mulan.
Oh.
She has fucking Ursula pops up.
Okay.
Jafar was there.
Okay.
One time the Lorax popped.
Not the Lorax, and he's like, "Where are the trees?"
It was crazy. So it's a lot of really fun.
Lorax?
The Lorax, the Clorox.
This is
Clean up on aisle 5.
Sponsored by Lorax. Sanitize your trees, everybody. I was gonna say that Lorax TikTok.
Which one?
The one where the aunt of this baby have you never seen this? This aunt of this baby walks into the room and the baby fucking freaks out, screams, horrified, terrified of their aunt that's dressed like the Lorax. And the mom was like, I just need you guys to know that this is not the first time she's seen her. The last time she saw her dressed like this, she actually really liked it. That's why we recorded. We did not know that was gonna happen. I'll have to show you sometime.
You do. That's very funny.
Okay.
6/27, that's my birthday, and that's what I know. It's a good day to be alive. Here we go.
I have to pee.
Well, fuck me.
What I need everybody to know right now before we continue is that I've been crying.
What the fuck? What have you done with your nose?
I'm getting there. I've been crying for nearly 24 hours.
Yeah.
At this point. Okay.
That's true.
And I already have a cold. And so crying with a cold, my nose is at like a constant drip. And the only way for me to feel secure is if I shove tissues up there. So I'm going to sit like this for the foreseeable future. And I don't want to hear a word about it.
Okay, when you edit this, just know that you decided to do that.
I'm certain I've looked worse.
I don't mean look, I mean sound. But yes.
Do I sound bad?
No, you just might you might sound nasally, don't you think?
You think that I sound differently now than now?
Try it again.
You shove these back
one or two.
Oh, now I gotta use my backup because I took these out too fast.
Well, that was too stupid. I have a funny story for you.
But I won't do this.
Okay, then don't do it. I have a funny story for you all, everyone. And when I say a funny story, I mean funny so many stories. So what I asked of you was to give me your HO-LIDAY stories. And boy, did you fucking deliver. Some of these are ho stories. Some of these are holiday stories with some ho parts.
Action.
And all of these are stories that you shouldn't listen to around your children. That's what I know. This one in particular that I'm about to read to you, if you have a small child around you, this is me warning you so you don't fucking yell at me later.
Yep.
Okay? I'm going to give you a full fucking
count.
to get rid of them kids.
Hide them kids.
I don't know how you were going to do it. That's not on me.
It's not on me. We say safely and respectfully.
Get rid of you fucking
Fuck them kids.
Here we go. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm not going to tell you the name of this one because I think that ruins it, and I want you to be surprised.
Okay.
Hey, ladies. My name is Lorelai, like the Gilmore Girls, and yes, you can use my name. First off, I am a longtime listener. My mother and I have bonded so greatly over your podcast.
Oh, I'm scared.
I know. And Ciara has even liked one of my comments on Instagram, and I literally shit my pants of excitement. Anyways, my mom doesn't know about this story, so sorry, Mom.
Is this going to happen right now?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Mom,
oh, my
I'm
God.
sorry. Mom's going to hear about this for the first time on this podcast. Here we go.
I hope you're together.
About 2 years ago, I was walking around our shitty mall looking for a specific pair of shoes. I typically don't go anywhere without my headphones in so that I can listen to music and dodge any unwanted conversation, but I took one earbud out as a tall, hot, muscular guy started walking towards me. With a perfectly tan skin and muscles bulging out of his gray t-shirt, it caught my eye, and he said, hello.
You want to fuck?
He said, you want to fuck about it? At first, I didn't respond because I was like, why would a walking Hollister model be talking to me?
Fair.
He complimented the white Converse I was wearing, even though they were scuffed and covered in dirt, and he asked for my number. I hesitantly typed in the numbers into his phone, still thinking this is some kind of prank where the hot guy...
But for me, it would have been a prank. And it was.
No.
Sorry, go ahead.
A prank where the hot guy flirts with the little rat-looking ass girl.
Been there.
Yeah.
Been there.
Following the weekend, I get a text asking if I wanted to hang out with him and some of his friends at a Christmas party before they head home to their families. I oblige, and one thing leads to another, and that leads to smoking hot sex in a home that I've never been in with a man that I've never actually talked to. And if you've read the new Wildfire book by Hannah Grace, just think of the beginning sex scene at the party as if we were reenacting it, which I haven't, but if you have, there you go. A week goes by and I'm at the mall again with my best friend Hannah, ravaging through the Barnes & Noble's romance section to find the smuttiest books to get us through the holidays.
I just remembered that she gave us her name
at
the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, I wonder if her mom's going to know it's her. Yeah.
We come back to that. As I pick up a random book with a shirtless cowboy on the front cover, I feel eyes staring at me, and I turn around and I see the mall Santa Claus. I shrug it off and return to my concentration of depicting whether or not this book was going to be good. Yet again, I still feel those eyes down on me, and I turn back once again to see the Santa Claus staring at me with lust in his eyes.
No!
Santa keeps walking towards me, and I get a confused look on my face. A few kids follow him with their mothers trailing behind their appointed children. I pause. In that moment, my heart sank to my stomach, and my eyes widened. I've seen those eyes before. They were the same eyes that looked down on me as he bent me over a bed lined with gray linen comforter the weekend prior. Flustered, I dropped the cheesy romance book onto the floor, grabbing Hannah's wrist and bolting to the door with her struggling to run behind me. Hannah grabbed my shoulders and shook me, saying, "What the fuck was that for?" And I looked at her, and without thinking, I shouted, "I fucked the mall Santa Claus." Turning around, I see a few kids at the front of the Barnes & Nobles with their jaws to the floor. They were old enough to understand what I meant, but not old enough to correlate mall Santa with the actual Santa.
Oh my God.
I'd like to preface that mall Santa didn't tell me that he was the mall Santa, just that he worked there. 2 years have passed, and every holiday I still see him
He's a regular mall Santa?
sitting in the decorated corner of our shitty mall. And I have a sunken feeling that I fucked a kid's favorite old man. Anyways, ladies, I love you, and Mom, I'll be coming home for Christmas soon.
Oh my God. I'll be home
for Christmas. Oh my God.
I have no words for that.
I know. I know. The story started with, I had sex with mall Santa. I was like, this is what I wanted. This is what I was envisioning when I asked for ho-ho-ho stories.
If I want a ho-ho-ho story, that fucking, what's that called? Subject line. Better read.
I had sex with the mall Santa.
I got the mall Santa's package.
And it delivered straight to my door in 2 to 3 days. Like Amazon. It's insane.
Santa doesn't take 2 to 3 days. He comes so much faster.
Does he?
I don't know.
I've never fucked Santa. All right.
Aren't we all Santa? I'll fuck myself.
Parents, if you're listening, don't
Stop.
What the fuck are you doing?
Fuck.
Get out!
Mom.
Get out of my bedroom! Here, this one is called Holiday Story Shenanigans at the Office Holiday Party.
At the office holiday party?
Hi, ladies. My name is Sophia, she, her. A little context. Every event at my office usually ends in culminating in many individuals taking numerous shots of whiskey, and this practice may have contributed to this event. I added this for a very specific reason, and I'll tell you why after. Here we go.
Okay.
Last year, my boyfriend and I were waiting at the coat check at my office Christmas party to collect our belongings and leave. As we were waiting in line, our office admin and her date came strolling down the hallway towards the coat check line. Thinking they were just going to get in line like the rest of us, I didn't think much of it. However, instead of waiting in line, our office admin pushes her boyfriend against the wall right next to the coat check window and starts aggressively making out with him. The date then begins lifting up her skirt and feeling her up very enthusiastically. As you may be able to tell from my description, this was not discreet behavior in any way, shape, or form, and there were at least 20 of our coworkers milling around while this was going on. I'm unsure of how long this went on because about 3 to 4 minutes later, my boyfriend and I got our coats and left, and they were still going strong as we walked out the door. Last I heard, our office admin and her date to the holiday party are still dating and are happier than ever. Maybe the saying should go, those who make out very publicly together at the office holiday party stay together. Thank you so much for what you two do for all of us. I love the show and thoroughly enjoy and learn so much from everything you two discuss. Happy holidays.
Oh, thank you. Happy holidays.
It's the happy holidays. And I added that one because I was the person in the holiday party. Not that one, but
did you do this with Corey?
Here's the story for everybody that I don't think I've told on this.
Are you allowed to tell it?
No, I'm going to tell it. So I don't know if I've told you all about how me and Corey really got together, but basically we've known each other. We've been like in and out of each other's lives forever. But then finally he asked me out. I denied him like 3 times because I was like, I don't want to be with anybody.
Yeah.
And I was
well, you have to.
You have to see if they still want you. Pursue me.
Yes.
And he did.
Yes.
But
well, you will deny me 3 times before the cock crows, and that's how I know Judas or whatever.
That's exactly what I said. Verbatim.
Yeah, well, 'tis the season. He is risen.
So he was like, I want you to come out with me on a date this Saturday. I said, I don't know if I feel like doing that. He's like, there's no pressure. It's like my work Christmas party.
Okay. That's the biggest pressure.
You would think, right?
Yeah.
But he goes, I have a ride, so just come with me, get drunk for free. You don't have to go
say less.
You don't have to go home with me. You don't have to do anything. We'll have a ride to and from there. Like, but just
Was
come.
it his mom?
If you hold on. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's do it. That's bold. That's a bold offer.
It is a bold
offer.
offer.
You are asking me to come meet everyone you work with. I could be a fucking psychopath. And then I go there and I'm like,
I am.
You're asking me to go talk to all these people you have to then see on a daily basis? That's crazy.
And I like crazy.
Me too. So I was like, I'm in.
Yep.
So I get to his house because he's like, that's where our ride's going to pick us up. Spoiler alert, his ride was his brother. Okay.
Okay.
His younger brother.
better.
So we're good. He's like, do you want to go drink in my garage before? And I was like, sure, thinking it was going to be a whole thing. No, it was like an actual garage with cars with nowhere to sit. So it was just me and him with beers drinking with his little brother. And we're drinking and we're just talking. And then finally I'm like,
that there's nowhere to sit and
nowhere
there are
to
cars
sit.
in the garage.
So I was like, do you want to maybe go soon?
Do you
And he was
maybe
like,
want to get in the car and turn it on? I don't know. Don't
was
open
like,
the door.
yeah, finish your beer. We'll go. I was like, okay. But I am feeling good at this point. And so he holds my hand the whole way up, which is very sweet in the car. But still, I'm talking to his brother. I'm like basically kind of third wheeling with him in his family, but it was fine. So we get there. I meet everyone.
Wait a minute. First, where's everyone sitting in the car?
His brother is in the front seat chauffeuring us. Me and Corey are in the back seat.
Got it. Okay, that's how I pictured you. But when you
said
said
that I was just behind myself.
yeah. But I also know Corey well enough to know that he was probably leaning in between the seats to talk to his
100% the whole time. Yeah.
Okay.
And I was on the side of it behind his brother. Anyways, so we get to the venue and I'm just making friends with everybody. I'm everybody's best friend. Because number one, if there's one thing I know about me is that if there's a woman with a baby, if you have a child, I can talk to you.
Yep.
We can talk about things.
Everything.
Child things.
Yep.
And so that's what I was doing. Someone there had just had a baby and I was like, do you want to talk about baby things?
You want to talk
Because
about that?
I fucking can.
Uh-huh.
So I was making friends with her. He was hanging out with his people. We were mingling in and out. I forgot that you have that up backwards.
The tag is really annoying me.
You
Sorry.
get that out of here. At one point, we are at a brewery, so it's higher percentage
That's the venue?
alcohol. Yes, it was
Okay.
a brewery, but then we started bar hopping around Canton.
Got it.
And so at like the third bar, I am drunk.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And so is he. And he was like, I think I should call my ride. And I was like, yes. And he was like, do you want to go upstairs? I'm going to smoke. He smoked cigarettes back then. He doesn't anymore. And I was like, let's go. We go upstairs. It is December, so it's cold outside. So not a lot of people are out on the patio. And we just start hardcore making out.
Smogging.
Like, really? And he was like, my hands are cold. And I was like, put them up here. Like, up my shirt. Okay. His coworker comes out and catches us.
Oh my God.
And we were like, oops. By the way, she still brings this up.
Does she?
When she sees me. Yes.
Well, you guys
I'm
are
like,
married
we're
now.
married. It's fine. So then she leaves, but we're like, we're going to keep going. Because we were like, sorry, blah, blah. Then we just keep making out. And then he's like, sorry, my ride's here. It is his parents. And we are making out and his hands are on my shirt. So.
What? Wait a minute. Like, were they in sight line of you?
Yes, they probably saw. I wouldn't be surprised. But also, hey, my in-laws are down-ass people. They don't give a fuck. Now that I know them, at the time, I was fucking horrified.
Right.
But now I'm like, they're cool.
Yeah.
So he
His dad
gets
picked
in
you
the...
up from jail.
Yes. So I barely knew him, and his dad picked me up from jail. That was like the third time I met him.
Down ass.
They were so fucking cool. They're good people. So when we're in the car, Corey falls asleep, which I'm like, hey, I need you to be my buffer. I've never talked to your parents. What the fuck? So they're trying to talk to him, and I was like,
If Corey isn't me, I don't know who he is.
I keep like pinching him, like, maybe wake up about this.
Maybe we be conscious.
And then, because we had talked about the night and how it was going to go when we were making out. So his mom goes, where am I taking you to? And I was like, I think your house. I think I'm going to fuck yourself. Oh, no. I shouldn't say it like that, but I was like, oh.
We have some unfinished business that you may or may not have
I
seen.
know that your son is asleep back here, but I do think I'm supposed to go home with him. Could you take me? And she was like, oh, yeah, no, that's totally fine. Is that where your car is? And I was like, yes, that is where my car is. I'm not going to drive, because they were like, oh, good, we don't want you to drive. And I was like, I will be staying at your house. Thank you.
Mom. Can I call you Mom?
Anyways, now I can, and that's why I can tell this story confidently now, because it was one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. He woke up, he was like, come downstairs. We ate the fuck out of their leftovers in their fridge. And then we went upstairs and finished our business. I don't know what you want me to say. And now I'm married. Okay, it's fine. That's what I'm saying.
That's a holiday party.
That's where we are. So,
That's a great story.
Thank you. I thought so too. When I read that, it reminded me that I didn't think that I had fucking ever told
I've
that
never
story.
heard that story.
So cool.
I knew you went to the holiday party, but I didn't.
Oh yeah, it was.
There's
something.
a lot of details. Sorry, this nostril specifically.
No, plug it.
Last night I was getting dinner with my friend,
Mm.
and I'm sitting across from him, and he's talking, and I said, listen, go ahead and judge me. I am going to wipe my nose on my jacket right now because she took my napkin and there are no more. So,
I'm not just going to let this drip. I'm not a toddler.
This is coming down. Whether anyone likes it or not, I am going to wipe it on my coat. And he goes, do your thing.
I love that. This is called a ho-ho-ho story. Here we go. What's up, ladies? My name is, full on consent to use it, Ari, like areola without the ola. Thank you for that pronunciation. I appreciate it. She, her pronouns, and I'm currently 26 years old.
Okay.
My ho-ho-ho story happens to span across several holidays, ending around New Year's of 2019. Things are about to get convoluted, but bear with me. I tend to be an all over the place storyteller, but I'm going to do my best. Anyway, like Ciara, I am in an absolute fuck ton of Facebook groups. Back in 2016 to 2018, I would spend a lot of time searching out groups that were a bit strange, odd, or funny, and I'd join them all. So fun. It's so fun if you're bored at home.
Yeah.
I ended up getting added to a Facebook group in 2016, and over the years, it became a very close-knit community of roughly 100 people. A lot of us are still Facebook friends to this day. One of the group members ended up being very close to my town in Indiana, just living a state away in Illinois, and only a 2-hour drive away.
Mm-hmm.
I'll refer to him as Rich because that is his name.
Got it.
Rich and I had regularly talked in May of 2018 during an absolutely miserable family trip to Mexico that I was forced to go on for 2 weeks. I promise I'm not trying to be stuck up for that, but we were in a spooky area of Mexico in a house that my stepdad had built and sat empty for a while, and it had spiders fucking everywhere.
Oh, yikes.
No cell service and no water.
Probably big spiders.
Huh?
Yeah.
Thankfully, there was a neighbor that let me use their Wi-Fi connection, and with that connection, I had more consistent conversation with Rich than with my boyfriend at the time, who I will now refer to as Flea.
The drummer?
No,
from the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Probably the bug.
Oh.
Flea fucking ignored me for the entire 2 weeks I was in Mexico. Mind you, I got a severe respiratory infection while I was there.
COVID?
Well, honestly, maybe. And desperately just wanted a shoulder to cry on from afar, but he wasn't there for me, and then he acted like nothing happened when I came home. Oh no, this was in 2018.
Oh, okay.
August of 2018, Flea and I had just broken up. About a month after Flea and I split, I decided to meet up with Rich at a bar in Illinois. And let me tell you, we had a great time at the bar playing darts, pool, and other bar games, and he ended up getting a fancy schmancy hotel room. We ended up banging, and it was one steamy weekend.
Yeah, you did.
At the end of my stay, we decided we wanted to make plans to go out for a weekend, and that's what they did. I was still living with Flea at the time because neither of us could really afford to move out.
I know that that's a thing, and that is...
I've lived with an
so
ex-boyfriend that I wasn't... 2 times I've lived with an ex that I wasn't with, when I was actively talking to other people, and it is very awkward, but it's like, what the fuck are we going to do?
Yeah.
This is America. I can't live on my own.
Yeah.
And neither can you. I know you can't, so what the fuck are we going to do? We also had
I love that was the reason you said this is America. It wasn't like it's a free country. I can bring whoever I want to my house. And I was like, no, it's America. I can't afford to live independently.
Nobody can afford to live by themselves. God damn it. But they also had another roommate and 2 pet cats. So she didn't bring Rich around.
Right.
right away, obviously.
You don't want to introduce him to the cats.
Not right away.
Not right away.
We go out like this a couple times in Illinois every weekend, seeing each other. At some point around early November, I decided it's time to invite Rich over to my place for a weekend. About 2 days before Rich comes over, I decide to forewarn Flea that I'll be having another man over to try to be respectful of his eyes and ears.
There's going to be another cock in the hen house.
That part.
Look out.
Instead of taking it as a forewarning, he must have thought I was asking him, and he tells me absolutely not. I'll beat his ass.
Oh my God.
Hold on, wait. First of all, he's like 5'4" with noodle arms. He's not beating anyone's ass.
Not the noodle arms. Not the Flea noodle arms.
And he even goes as far as trying to stand in front of my car to body block me in the driveway so I couldn't leave for work to try to
hit him with your car.
Hit him with your car. Hit him with your car. To try to talk about it. I made it to work with plenty of time and also, of course, did not take no for an answer. After work, I told him that as resident of the household, I am legally allowed to have guests over, and I will be having a guest over at X time on X day. And the reason I'm telling him is so that plans can be made if he would like to be out of the house.
Because he is X person.
Yes. Yes. Friday evening rolls along, and I'm in my room, anxiously tidying up any finishing touches on my sad room that was a mattress on the floor with a cheap but new comforter set and a few nightstands and wardrobes. We've all been there.
That is.
Yes.
5-star.
Yeah. With a mirror propped on the wall. Again, I've had this room.
Yep.
It wasn't much, but it was mine, and I wanted to make it as presentable as possible. I got a text from Rich. He had just pulled up on my street. I walk out of the house, and Flea was on the front porch, and he snarled at me. It's not happening. And I pointed to Rich's car and said, it is. He's right there. Then I walked off and got into Rich's car so we could go get some pizza before coming inside and settling in for the night. Rich and I go get our pizza, and he drives back to my place. We pull up and notice Flea and our other roommates sitting on the porch smoking cigarettes. They see us pull up and go inside. We sit in his car and talk for a few minutes before finally deciding to go in, wondering what we were about to walk into. We walk up the porch and unlock the door, and in our living room, Flea had packed all 5 of his friends that he could convince to come over onto our couch in our living room, and they were mean mugging the fuck out of Rich for about 2 seconds. Because none of them have ever met Rich or seen him, Flea included, and they had no idea that a nearly 6-foot, heavily tattooed, bearded, burly man with a voice deeper than any of them could imagine was about to walk through the front door of Flea's childhood home.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. I forgot to mention, Flea, our roommate, and I rented Flea's childhood home from Flea's mother.
Oh my God. Mom's your landlord?
Yes.
Okay, now I know why Flea was like, you're not bringing him here.
Yes. All 6 of these men, who are at least 6 inches shorter than Rich and significantly lacking in muscle mass, who were there for ass whooping backup, break direct eye contact faster than anything I've ever seen. And Rich pipes in with a friendly, "What's up, gang? How's everyone doing tonight?" That's a confident man.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he got not a single response. He closes the front door, and we make a sharp right turn off the living room into my room. Before closing the door, Rich made sure to smack my ass in front of the boys since they all wanted to sit there and stare in silence. The
better wink at him.
Move. Rich and I sit down and open the box of pizza and have a couple slices, all while eavesdropping through the wall. We can hear that Flea called his mother to the house to try to do something about Rich being there. Next thing we know, the police are there. Flea is pleading to the police about how unfair this is to him that I'm having a guest over. And the police tell him over and over again that, as I told Flea from the very beginning, I am a resident of the home and I am allowed to have guests over.
Right.
Flea even started crying to the police, and the police looked at him and just said, "We're not the moral police. Like, we can't fucking do anything that you're sad that your girlfriend's fucking another guy." I'm sorry. Even if she was your actual girlfriend at the time,
yeah, I still can't do anything
about that. One of the officers had a great sense of humor and was actively cracking up at jokes that Rich was making, and we offered him a slice of pizza. The other officer was just irritated to be there over something so silly.
100%.
Flea ends up going over to his friend's house across the street for the weekend, and we get the house to ourselves with the exception of someone obviously peeking from the blinds out of his friend's house. After the fact, I found out that Flea had recorded the whole grand entry that night, and I still can't fathom the embarrassment he must have felt when he rewatched it, however many times he did, before he deleted it, because it obviously didn't go his way. Rich also found Flea's stash of Halloween candy during that weekend and ate every single banana Laffy Taffy that he had.
Which is the best kind.
Of course.
Listen, could you imagine, though? What was your plan, Flea, with recording that? Were you about to record you and your friends committing a crime?
Right. Like, what the fuck did you think was going to happen?
Or you watched yourself get embarrassed. Either way, turn the camera off.
You embarrassing fool.
Yeah.
And he took pockets full of candy for the drive home as well.
I got a bucket full of candy.
So that's the story of how Rich and I kicked Flea out of his childhood home for the weekend. Rich and I continued to see each other throughout the winter, and we'd take turns on who would drive to who for the weekend. When he would come to Indiana, we would go out to the bars with some of my friends in town and come back to my house. Well, one night, I happened to forget my keys in the designated driver's car, and he wasn't answering his phone. So Rich shouldered the back door open, and we got inside. The next morning, he handymaned the fuck out of that busted door frame, and you could barely tell there was any forced entry. That's an amazing man. I love it.
That is an amazing man. I don't know if I've ever told you this. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off again. I know someone who used to babysit for someone, and she was supposed to house sit for them.
Yeah.
And she did, and she threw a party, and she broke their banister.
Oh!
And somebody's husband, mine,
Who?
fixed the banister before they came home, so she didn't get in trouble. She wasn't me, by the way.
Yeah, no. But holy shit, that's awesome.
When I was watching him do this, I was like, it's a good man.
There you go. Yeah.
It's a good man.
Fix that shit. Rich and I eventually ended up getting more serious, and I decided to move out to Illinois in January of 2019. As I was packing my things, Flea begged me to leave my bed for him, as he didn't have one for himself. I did just that, but may have accidentally left behind a couple of fully clothed, yet provocative Polaroids that Rich and I shot the last time he was over, tucked beneath the mattress.
Oh my God.
So good. Later that day, Flea had made a massive Facebook post about how he had to go around and pick up my trash. My best friend knew that was false because I had sent her a 360 video of the room, ending with me locking myself out of the house for one last time. She made a comment on Flea's Facebook post about that, and then Rich also decided to make a comment saying, dragging her mattress across the house so you don't have to sleep on the floor isn't exactly picking up her trash. And if you'd like, I can drive by and kick you out of your childhood home for the weekend again. Give my regards to your mother.
Oh my God. Flea will never recover. Never.
Rich's comment got so many laugh reacts and had more traction than Flea's pity party posted until Flea unfortunately decided to block Rich on Facebook. Fast forward 5 years later, Rich and I are still together and just bought a house in Chicago.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh my God, come to our show.
Oh yeah.
We
have to say something about that at some point.
And have a dog and several reptiles and are living happily together. Love the podcast. Thank you for everything you guys do and keeping me company on my long drives to and from work. Much love, Ari.
Oh, thank you, Ari.
Thank you, Ari. Hey, listen, everyone. Guess what?
Thanks for the transition into this.
We're going on tour. We forgot to. We were so excited. I was going to say it. I swear I was going to bring that up, and then everything got so confused in the beginning. But
Same.
hey, if you haven't seen on social media, we are fucking going on tour. We have at least 12 shows? 13 show tour right now.
13 shows between February and the end of April. And I know, not a whole lot of East Coast, not a whole lot of Midwest, no California. We hear you. But hear us. You guys show up to the shows that we have available in Seattle, Portland, Austin,
Orlando,
Dallas, Houston, Tampa, Minneapolis, Chicago,
Raleigh, Charlotte,
Royal Oak, Michigan. You guys show up to those shows, we get to add more shows. So
this is not an us thing. If we could, we would go everywhere. Trust me, the venues need to want us first, and we want them to want us. So show up, and we will make.
They want to know that you're going to show up too.
Yes, and we will come. We'll come all over you.
We will come.
I swear.
If there's one thing I know about us is that I'm
going to come.
So.
I swear to God.
Let us come.
Yeah. In your city. Please. But we would love to. We're so excited. We have a really fucking good show. Really fucking good show for you.
I'm very excited about it.
I'm very excited as well. So
we are like just going through all of the footage. It's called Camp Tangents.
Yep.
And we are so excited to be your camp counselors and to...
You ever want to go to summer camp, but you didn't actually want to be around the people there, but you want to kind of be around the people there, but not really do camp? Come to our show. We'll fucking do it for you. We did camp, so you don't have to.
And there was alcohol.
Yeah, there was.
So.
And there will be at the shows, so it'll be fun.
If you go to ladiesandtangents.com, you can get links to all of the shows. All of the ticket links are available there. So just head on over there. And there's like a good number of shows that are either like halfway sold out or like on their way to be.
Going.
So we do have meet and greets. I don't know how many meet and greets we have left in different places, but know that that's also available.
Yep.
So we're excited to see you guys all out.
So excited. Yeah. Meet and greets include you get to have a front center like a seat plus meeting and pictures afterwards.
And you also get a cute little camp crew
thing.
What's that called? Laminate.
Yeah.
Lanyard.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's going to be so fun.
Adorable. Okay.
I'll do...
Back to the hose.
Yes. Yeah. Hold on. Let me check. Okay. This is one. I have two more. Ready? Hey, ladies. First of all, I absolutely love your podcast, and I'm so grateful I have something to keep me entertained in my stupid tiny cubicle office job. As I listened to your podcast, you mentioned HO-LIDAY stories, and I realized, wow, I have a few. Something about the holidays that apparently makes me give away some Christmas homish cheer. Anyways, my name is Ciara, 28 years old, pronoun she, her. My first story is when I lost my virginity. It was when I was 17, when this guy who I was head over heels for, lovely first crushes. It was in his beaten up red Jeep Wrangler. And for some reason, a beach at midnight just seemed like the perfect opportunity to do it.
Got it.
That is romantic. I get it.
Yeah.
However,
nothing like sand in your crevices.
Well, they were in a car.
Oh.
So on the beach, but in a Jeep.
Right.
Beach Jeep.
Right.
However, there was a tinted windowed car next to us, and I did not care because in my mind it is tinted and I cannot see them, so they probably cannot see us.
That is always my logic.
Stupid of me, I know. Anywho, this guy was a little shy and we were just making out, doing our thing when I was like, do you just want to fuck? When I say the look on his face was priceless, apparently he was also a virgin and he did not expect me to just flat out ask like that. I was shocked myself, but I was horny and I wanted to know what the lovely world of sex felt like. When we started doing it the best we could, his car was filled with junk, and so the backseat and the trunk was not an option. When they said trunk, I was like, what? But it's a Jeep. So I thought it was like a fucking car trunk. No fucking that trunk.
Yeah.
And his driver's seat was the one that went the furthest back. So there I am on top, clueless, when I hear not only All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. Come on. But also Dominic the Donkey.
What?
Which is a Christmas song.
Okay.
Now, whenever they play, my friends always mock and laugh at me. Cannot say I blame them. As Dominic the Donkey was playing, I was like, maybe I can go to the rhythm of this song. And my ass decided to hit the horn where the people in the tinted car started to open their car doors.
Oh, no.
Can you imagine?
Your donkey to the beat of the donkey. Not the donkey.
Okay. And we just decided, well, that's enough for now. For our first time, we should head out, and we sped away. The best part would be me putting my clothes on and picking up a thong. I did not recognize it, and I was like, who do these belong to?
Mr. Virgin.
They sure as hell aren't mine. Mine are bickering back and forth, and then I realized that they were actually mine, and I was just a demented piece of shit. So yeah, that was my first time. The next story was with my narcissist psychopath ex. I was 22 years old. I hated him when I first met him, but he was my guy best friend. Okay?
Got it. Okay.
When our bestie went off to military, he messaged me profusely apologizing about the past, and that is another long toxic tool bag story. And he wanted to go get drinks to talk about how much we missed our dear friend while he was away for training. Oh, so sad. Bottom line, we went to a bar on Christmas Eve of all days. I had a little too much to drink, and as he was driving me home, I decided Roadhead was a good option. Surprise! Out of nowhere, he was like, I'm getting off at the next exit. Where we parked at a church and started getting it on. He would not shut up about how this is actually happening. And I responded with, are you going to keep talking or should I leave? Which is a really good thing to say in that moment.
Yeah.
This is still part of the quote. Are you going to keep talking or should I leave? The only reason why I'm sleeping with you anyways is because if you told anyone, no one will believe you.
Oh my God.
Anyways, we did our thing. He dropped me off after. And yeah, he was very persistent later on, which led us to dating because when depression hits, I get desperate to date anyone, I guess.
I told you earlier, I was like,
fucking been there.
My type is anyone who's nice to me.
Yeah.
Anyone who likes me, I guess I like you too.
And literally,
Thank God I'm married and I don't have to date.
Today, I have been in the happiest, loving relationship for a few years, and we have many hysterical sex stories, but I will save that for another time. Sorry for how long this email has become, and I wish I could meet y'all in person sometimes. You can if you come to our live show. It's so crazy.
It's the crazy. Maybe you can.
Thank you for all the laughter and happy tears as your podcast has got me through so much. Okay, and now I have the ender that is maybe one of my favorite stories. It's not even a holiday one, I don't think, but it is a host story, and it made me laugh out loud. I didn't want to tell you that because I wanted you to enjoy.
Okay.
So just pretend I didn't say that.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm not going to tell you what it says because I want you to organically experience the story as I did.
Okay. I'm wiping my nose on my shirt.
Go ahead. Hey, Jerry and Ciara.
Hey.
I, female, am now in my 30s, but for this sweet, innocent little scandal, it's a host scandal, we need to throw it back about a decade. Picture college me, hungover as shit and barely awake, sprawled out in my apartment, questioning all my life choices at 11 a.m. on a Sunday when ping, I receive a text message. Now, this was around 2009 when smartphones were just starting to take off. No one that was using them was really all that smart, and group texts were fairly new. So imagine my confusion when I do not recognize the number on my screen, nor any of the other numbers involved, and the text says, ladies, our tennis tournament is on for today at 2 p.m. Can't wait. A, I don't play tennis. B, I may not be alive by 2 p.m. judging by my current hungover condition. And C, ... What? My first thought was, who did I give my number to last night and why do they think this is a funny haha? But as people started responding, I realized that this was, in fact, my nightmare. I was trapped in a group chat with 8 other women, probably in their 50s to 60s, judging by the details they were sharing about their grandkids and hot flashes, and there was nothing I could do. Trust me, I tried to jump in and say, hey, ladies, I think you might have the wrong person, but they ignored that.
They still kept coming in. Message after message after message.
They didn't give a fuck. And who am I kidding? There's no way in hell that these women are going to know how to start another group chat without my number included. This was in 2009. This was before you could just leave the chat.
Oh, yeah. You just have to wait.
Fast forward 2 years.
2 years?
2 years of being in this group chat.
Oh my God.
I'm still receiving texts in this group chat.
You better be invited to like weddings and shit.
It started out weekly and then it got less frequent over time, but at least once a month they discussed their tennis matches and which pairing they wanted next time. And oh, did you hear about my granddaughter's new boyfriend? And honestly, I was kind of used to it. I got all the boomer tea and I had grown strangely fond of them in a really weird way.
You knew so much about them.
I would.
100%.
I would be like, I fucking think I love these people. Okay?
You're watching a sim stream.
Yes. I'm like, I know so much about
forced.
you.
You're forced into this group sim stream.
Yep. However, my life path was very different from theirs. Remember how you used to run your naked pictures by the homies before you sent them to a dude? Well, that's right. I'd snap a quick little thirst trap and then I'd be like, does this look okay? And I'd wait for approval from my 3 besties before I sent it off to the guy. Well, flashback to earlier in the story when I said that no one using smartphones was really that smart. Well, I meant me. Imagine the absolute terror I felt when I realized that I had not sent a picture of my boobs to the correct group chat. Hello, tennis lady.
You sent the tennis ladies your boobs?
Here's a full frontal pic of my knockers. Headlights beaming right at you. Thank God my face was not in it, in case I wanted to run for office one day.
That's so true.
And thank God that I had the same anatomy as these poor, sweet, innocent women, so maybe they weren't too shocked.
They were probably like, did you get a mammogram? You concerned? The coloring looks fine, sweetie. I don't think you have anything to worry
I think
about.
you're okay. But I do imagine that they clutched their pearls tightly that day.
No one responded?
Needless to say, I apologized profusely, and they magically found a way to start a group chat without me after 2 years.
2 years? That's how you... Hey, how fast would you have sent your boobs before had you known that was all it was going to take?
That was the way it was going to end it. And now I get a good laugh thinking back on it. I would say that I hope their tennis matches are still going strong, but honestly, none of them told me how great my boobies were, so fuck them.
So fuck them is right.
Isn't that such a good one?
That is so good. And it feels like something that would happen to you. It
I
feels like you lived that.
I really feel like
I feel like
that
you would
could be me.
voluntarily enter. It wouldn't have been like an accident that you ended up in that group chat. It would have been a very intentional choice for you to end up in that group chat.
And I would have lived. I would have been Ethel as long as they needed me to be until I accidentally sounded my nipple. And then I'd be like, girls, come on. Let's be cool. Let's be cool.
Hey, send me yours.
Let me see yours. Hey, Beth, come on.
I know you got him, Margaret.
Let me see them dibbies. I want to see him hang.
Respectfully, platonically, let me see your tits.
So respectfully.
Platonics.
I know you got nipple hairs, and so do I. Show them.
I just plucked a couple today.
Okay.
Nothing pisses me off more than when I'm trying to pluck a nipple hair and I just trim it instead.
Because you're like, fuck, I'm going to have to wait at least a week or two for that shit to grow out.
Yes.
Motherfucker. You shave them. Why am I shaving my titties at the show? You ever shave your tits at the show?
I stay plucking.
No, you have
Because
to.
I like
the way
the
it feels.
pain. I like the hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I get that.
Babe, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy
This
holidays.
has been what you needed this year.
This is our gift to you.
Tide or whatever.
Yeah. So hey, follow us, subscribe, rate us 5 if you will. Give us a $5.
Dude, give us $5 at least. We're doing so good.
Give us the old. Who's on the 5?
Abraham Lincoln.
Give us the old Abe Link up top hat. Give me a top hat. Frosty the Snowman.
Hey.
Oh, hey, we
Anyways.
hope you guys all enjoy whatever you need to enjoy, and that things that you hope stop, I hope they stop.
That's what I know.
Things that you don't want to do, I hope you don't do them. And that's what I wish for you. That's my Christmas wish. It's my grown-up Christmas list. We love you so much. We do. We'll see you next week.
All right.
We're out.
Goodbye. Jingle bell. Jingle bell.